And we're back with the Broil King REGAL Pellet 500 Pro. We're going to do the first, well, actually it's not the first cook, but we're going to do a little bit of stress testing on this. We're going to load that topper up with some of that Bear Mountain Gourmet Pellet. We're going to sip on a Carib Lager. We've got some sausages that we're going to cook. Some bacon wrapped jalapeno cream cheese. Delicious little packets and some pre-seasoned fajita meat that we're going to try to cook today on this thing. And I got to pull out one of my favorite knives here for the project. Guys, so I'm going to roll this thing out here and lock it. This thing has been performing very, very nicely. I'm going to unscrew that smokestack as you see. I'm going to try to get it up about like an inch or so. That's my pellet hopper filled with those delicious Bear Mountain Gourmet flavored pellets, and we're gonna rock it to 225. So here's the plan, guys. I'm purposely going to slow smoke these bacon racked jalapenos in the cooker. I want to render as much of this fat out as I can. Nice and slow. I want it to get all over the place because after these are done, I've got to crank up the heat and do the sausages and chicken. I want to see how this thing reacts in a greasy environment. So this is going to be like a really good stress test for this cooker. And there you go, guys. A couple of these packs of delicious bacon wrapped jalapenos stuffed with cream cheese from my local HEB in the Broil King Pro Pellet 500. And I've got 3 different packs of these guys from HEB. The original, the beef, and I've got to go with, some jalapeno. There's 10 links in each pack. These are basically already cooked. All you got to really do is just warm them up and eat them. But I'm going to go ahead and put them in here. Guys, this is about an hour and a half later. Just kind of timing it right. There's lots of delicious bacon grease all over the bottom of the cooker currently. And now I'm going to go ahead and add the sausages because these jalapenos are almost done. And so I've got this thing loaded down. I'm going to keep the temperature at 225 for now, until the sausages and the jalapenos are complete. And that's the cooker completely loaded. The image does not do it justice. This thing is pretty big. There's a lot of food in there, guys. There is a lot of food in there. So here we are, guys. This was a couple hours worth of cook time. The jalapenos are perfectly done to my liking. I like the bacon like that. I like the bottom of the jalapeno gets a little dark, a little crisp on some of them. Excellent flavor. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and pull everything off. And I'm already adjusting my heat. I've already adjusted my heat over to like 350, I believe it was. I'm losing some heat with the door open because obviously I'm taking all this food out. But I went to get my thermometer just to kind of show you guys the internal temp of these sausages. Delicious eating right here, guys. Lots of food. Lots of food. Just look at that deliciousness. What would you jump in if that tray was in front of you? What's the first thing you're going to reach for? I'm going for a jalapeno myself. But, okay, so I'm rocking 350. The cooker's rocking about 355 currently. And we're going to go ahead and put this chicken on there. We're going to see what happens. I just want to... Like I said, I just want a really greasy environment to test this cooker's capability in a in this kind of environment here. So I've got a couple of packs of these already pre-seasoned chicken fajitas from HEB. It's basically just chicken breast, guys. This is nothing but white meat, but they call it fajitas because we're gonna at the end of the cook we're gonna slice them nice and thin to make tacos or whatever else you might want to make out of it. But that's the cooker loaded up, and we've got the heat cranked up. I mean, I want to see how this thing's gonna react. I want to see if I can get a flare up, honestly. And guys, I'll be honest with you guys, this thing did not flare up. This thing is a beast. This thing is built right. I love the side skirts on both ends of the cooker. I think I talked about those on a previous video. It allows you to put food all the way to the edges of the cooker, as you saw there. The chicken breasts are like all the way to both ends, on the front, all the way to the back. So I'm giving them a little flippity flip. We're doing a little flip on this chicken, just to get the other side, that nice, beautiful color that it's getting on the top side. It's, you know, the way it's doing on the bottom. Yeah, it won't be long now, guys. I wanted to, you know, try to get a flare up on this thing. But no, I mean, this thing is built right. I mean, it's got the channels are built perfectly for the grease to drip out of the cooking chamber, and it just directs it all to where it needs to go. It's a fantastic machine. I'm really liking this machine. And there's your close up on the temp. I brought them up to 185, 190. And toward the end of the cook, I adjusted it to 400, just to try to get that flare up again. But that's the end of the cook there, right? So that's what the chicken looked like at the end of the cook. But guys, we're going to have a pretty big get-together today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and slice up the original and the beef sausages. But the jalapeno links, I'm going to leave them whole, so that people understand that, hey, the whole link is going to be the spicy one. So yeah, I thought about that. Not a bad idea. So here's the chicken. I'm cutting it up and putting it in the tray. Guys, we had a lot of food. A really good get together. This cook was a success. I'm very happy at how that Broil King Pellet 500, Regal Pellet 500 Pro performed on this cook. I will catch you guys on the next one. I appreciate you all watching. Peace out.
Just another day in paradise.